Good morning, my lovely students. It's our pleasure to welcome you to our social study class today. And today we are going to be looking at two different topics. And these topics have lessons under them. The first topic is changes through time. And the lesson under this topic is early life on earth. You'll get that in your student book on page 45. Then we'll have communication, student book, page 51. The next topic is the world around us. Lesson under this very one is customs. You see it in your student's book, page 61 to 64. Then what do people wear? Student book, page 71 to 74. Today's lesson, we are going to look through some of the topics or lessons we have taken during the second semester just to refresh our memories. We continue with the lesson looking at our vocabulary words. If you take a look at the vocabularies, you will see pictures under each word. This picture will help you understand the meaning of the word as we pronounce them. This is cave, and this is the picture. This cave is where men used to live years back. We have mountain, modern, skyscrapers, communication, easier, customs, for, robin, silk. These words, you are going to see them as we proceed with the lesson. Let's talk about our objectives for the lesson. The first objective is to know how things changed through times. How man lived on earth long years ago. To know how man communicated years ago. And the last objective is to know different customs and people's way of dressing. Now the lesson proper. Remember we said we are going to look at early life on earth. That is the first topic. So here are the things to discover from the early life of man on earth. It is true that long ago, man used to live in mountain caves and was called a caveman. This is the man and his family, and this is the cave where they used to live. During this period, man moved from place to place in search for food and water. While on the search, man used sharp tools to get food and keep wild animals away. However, times change and a lot changed alongside. Take a look at those pictures shown here. These are the kind of tools man used to defend themselves against wild animal. And most of them too, they use it to dig the ground while planting crops. We will talk about communication, which is another subtitle of the early life of man. Years ago, communication wasn't that easy. In fact, some group of people used drums and bells as a means of communication in African continent. Those days, this drum and bell are the things we use to communicate to people, especially when there is a very crucial information that the village head chief needs to pass. They will ring the bell and drum the drum, and people will gather either in the village town hall meeting to get the information from the town crier or whoever is about to discharge the information. But as time goes on, telephone was invented, which became easier to use for communication. And this is the phone. This phone is what we use to communicate to people from outside the shores of our continent. If you're in Africa, through the phone, you can call somebody who is in Asia, Europe, America. This is the beauty of telephone. Unlike what man used to use years back for communication, which is the bell, the drum, some use smokes, and what have you. Let's continue with the lesson. We will talk about customs. Now, We won't talk about this custom without knowing the meaning of custom. And we already clearly stated here that custom means people's way of life. These are some of the customs across the world. Customs at home, customs, visiting customs, customs around the world, eating customs. If you look at the picture up here, this is Qatar Custom Show. In this picture, on the set date 12th to 13th January, people go for this competition. And this is a thing that is being done in Qatar often and on. It becomes part of their existence. We'll look at this one below. This is eating customs. In some Arab words, their custom entails eating with their hands. Some use 4 fingers or 3 fingers as the custom states. The picture below talks about greeting customs. This is how some Arabians greet themselves. So if you come across this kind of pictures, you should know it's custom picture. We move to the next slide. What do people wear? People wear clothes, and clothes are made from different kinds of materials. Some are made from silk, fur, wool, and cotton. Many countries have national costumes that they wear on special occasions. This picture here is a costume, is an attire of a particular country. This too is the abaya worn in other Arab nations. And this below is equally another way of dressing of another country. So all these can be categorized as people's way of dressing. We'll move on. Activity. Now you are going to go through the questions and answer the questions carefully. Look at the right side. This is a worksheet. This is going to tell you this is an optional question. Make sure you select the right question, A, B, C, and you use it to fill in the blanks. But the first one, you are going to write a sentence about the reason why man used sharp tools many years ago. If you look very well, or if you paid attention very well during the course of the lesson from the beginning, you will get all the answers you need for this worksheet in this very lesson. Now, draw a cave, color it nicely, and make a video and tell me what you think about caves. In this drawing, you are going to use a plain A4 paper. But if you have your drawing book, better. Draw nicely, make a video of yourself, and tell us what you think about caves. And we've gradually come to the end of today's lesson, but before we sign off, here is our conclusion. Before we end the lesson, what did you learn today? I want you to tell your mom what you learned from the lesson today. Remember all that you were taught, and don't stop reading. Cultivate reading habits and be the best of you. Learn to read with or without a teacher. Keep your mind active. Keep your mind positive. Think, read, write. It is good for you. And with this, I'm saying thank you for being such a wonderful student and giving us your time on this very lesson. Good job all. Have a wonderful day. Stay blessed. Stay safe. Remember, health is wealth. Try to observe all the protocols for the COVID-19 protection and be guided rightly. Thank you.